All right, let's learn part 5. So you just finished with your pose. On 5, 6, you push back up, 7, 8, you turn. Arms are gonna come down through first position. The next move that we're going to do involves us bringing the arms up like this. So don't finish your turn and be out here with the arms, or you really won't have anywhere to go. So the arms are going to come down and then just float through parallel to the pant line through first, and then I'll show you right here what we're going to do next. So you ended equal weight to the front, and you're going to bring the arms out for a moment. We'll do the arms in a second. You're gonna step behind with the right leg, and you're going to push up and do a tuck seam with the left hip and drop. So you're facing the right diagonal, and then you're gonna step right behind the right foot, and you switch your angle and drop. So do this a couple times. You're gonna go 1, drop, 2, 3, drop, 4. Again, 1, drop, 2, 3, drop, 4. So my body angle is turning, but my head is not. My head is staying facing the audience downstage. The feet, knees, and hips are turning. Oops, I did a little bit of a round jump. It's just a step behind and drop, step behind and drop. So it's like an X step almost, to where you're creating your line here, and then you're creating your line here. So if you think of it kind of like this shape, that should help. So all the arms are gonna do are pull up and end here. But we have a quarter of the way on the first, and we're gonna keep the arms pretty rounded, so we're framing our hips here, pulling up through the elbows, and then all the way up, elbows lifted, and then release the elbows after the second drop. So it's going to look like 1, drop, 2, 3, drop, 4. And after that last drop, you can just soften the arms. Let's try that 2 more times. 1, drop, 2, 3, drop, 4. Last time. 1, drop, 2, 3, drop, 4. So to get those drops, remember, we're squeezing the opposite glute. 1, squeeze the right. 2, squeeze the left. From here, you are going to do a clockwise interior hip circle. So it's going to go left, front, right, back, and then you're going to go tuck, roll up to the chest, and then arm wave out. So this is all smooth. There's no pop on the chest. So it's going to go 5, 6, 7, 8. So the hip circle is going to take 2 counts. The roll up takes 1 count. The arms take 1 count. 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, you're going to step back, and all this is a weight shift. You're stepping back onto the right leg, and then sit, and now your left leg is in releve and has this showy kind of pose or posture. So I'm stepping through releve and then switching. 1 more time, step and switch. Now, the upper body is doing an undulation down, boom. So you're gonna go chest lift as you step behind with the right. You're going to lift, roll through, and when you get to the end of the roll is when your weight shifts, and now your left foot is in releve. Lift and roll. Again, lift and roll. Now, to make this the quality that I would like is lift and hit. So instead of it just being a lift and roll through, you're gonna go lift, and you're not gonna release into the low belly. You are going to hit the hips, and that is going to settle into your posture, as opposed to rolling all the way through and releasing the low belly. So you go lift, roll, hit. Again, lift, roll, hit. The last thing with this little move here is we're just gonna bring the arms up overhead. That's it. But as we know, when we lift the arms and we have to lift the chest, it becomes a lot harder. So you're gonna rely on your back to lift the chest and then roll through. So it's gonna go 1 and 2. Again, 1 and 2. So the arms are going 1, 2. Here we go. 1 and 2. And really squeeze the right glute. 1 and squeeze. From here, arms stay up. Your left leg is going to come around like you're doing a hook turn, but we're going to do something a little different. You're going to come around about here. You can see my foot, and you're just going to pivot. So you can bring the arms down for a second. Okay, so this is facing the diagonal. You're going to bring your left leg around. So you're turning over your left shoulder. You're going to open up your hips, and then I'm scooting my right foot in like this to face the back. So it's going boom, and then once you get to the back, you're going to go hit. So you need to have bent knees here, and they can't be too close together or you have nowhere to go. So I want you to think of keeping your feet about hip width so you can really snap. And I like to get a little like down action here, almost like you're doing a tuck seam, but you're just gonna hit. I think it just, I don't know, I like the way it feels. So arms are going to be up here. That's turn 3, hit 4. So let's do that from the roll down. We're gonna go 1, hit 2, turn 3, hit 4. And then you're gonna do a hook turn. I would say again, but the other one wasn't much of a hook turn. So you're gonna do a hook turn here, and you're gonna turn only half turn to face the front. Boom. Okay, and the arms are going to go left in front of the head, right behind, and then open. So it's just gonna go, it's just kind of a one swoopy movement. So we hit 4, your turn is on 5, boom. 4, yeah, on 5 when you start to hook the foot is when we're gonna bring the arms down on 5, and then you're gonna finish your open on 6 when you get to the front. We're gonna turn to the front here, you're gonna end with equal weight. The arms are just going to stay low. This next step is a side step. And what I'm doing here, so let's just practice this for a second. I'm walking to the side, let's go the other way, but I'm keeping my body angle from the upper body is facing the front, and the step is coming from the side. There can be a little twist in the hip, but for the most part, you're gonna fight the urge to turn your body in the direction that it really wants to go. So you're walking at a side angle, but you're keeping your body to the front. Okay, so we ended here. You're gonna cross, and then you're gonna step, and notice my foot is in releve. Then you're gonna go over and down. So it's gonna go cross, open with releve, shift the weight and down. And yes, I am coming up into releve on both feet, and then I'm gonna drop on one. So there is a little bit of like a level change here on that circle, but it's not crazy, and you don't have to come up into like ballerina arch, okay? Just as long as your heels are off the ground. As long as that's comfortable, of course. So you're gonna step right, left, da-da-da-da, 1. And on that da-da-da-da, there's going to be a shoulder shimmy, like this. So very, la-la-la, very dainty shoulder shimmy. It's not crazy. And I like to keep my timing and lead with my right shoulder. So it's just a loose, it's not a 3/4. It's just a loose shoulder shimmy. And it's just going shoulder, front, back, front, back, front, back, front, back, and then just sped up, okay? So this is gonna happen when you go cross, open. It's gonna happen on that little arc over as we travel. Da 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 da. And if you notice when I do this, I'm gonna keep my angle almost this way as I come over instead of just being straight across. I think it just gives it a little more. So I'll show you. Okay, cross, open, da 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 da. So I'm just slightly keeping like this, like my ribs are over here, and then like there's a pulling that comes with it. If you can't see or feel what I'm talking about, just blow that right off. But instead of just keeping your chest at a horizontal line straight across, I kind of like this like angle, like you're being pulled almost. So play with that. Let's see, let's go from the top of that section. So we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, roll up, 7, 8, 1, hit 2, turn 3, hit 4, 5, 6, step, step, da 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 da. And remember I said that you're coming down on the heel on 1. So something is happening on the first count of that measure. So on 1, your shoulder shimmy, you're like dainty here, and then you're gonna go pow, and you're gonna hit the shoulders forward, okay? I would like it to be strong, but don't let it get too out of control. It can be kind of fun with the music to be like, whoa, and like throw your whole back forward, but we don't want to round the back at all. It's just bam. But you can be really powerful with just the shoulders. We just need to practice the isolation to move just the shoulders. So it's going back, front, drop, and it's happening, boom, like a lock. So we're gonna go walk, out, da 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 da, 1. And that's a good time to come down on that heel on 1. And then you're gonna do a little lift in the chest and a little roll down, but again, you're not going to let it go into the low belly. So it goes chest, upper abs, middle abs. And then we're gonna do what I call a gemstone, which is half of a horizontal figure 8 front to back, and then pull in with the low belly with a lock. And then you're gonna go half front to back, pull in. So, review of the gemstone. You're gonna go out and in with the low belly, front corner, back corner, in. So it's smooth, smooth, sharp, smooth, smooth, sharp. And I like to get a little bit of an angle and then bring my body position back to the front on the pull in, boom. And the more you bend your knees, the bigger. These can be really big. So, as we come down like so, when you step out, your left foot is gonna be out pretty far. So you're just gonna drag it in right before you do that first tuck. And then you're ready, boom, 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 tuck. So that was 3 and 4, 5 and 6. On 7, 8, we're gonna do another wrap turn. So it's just a crossover turn over the left shoulder. Right foot is crossing, right arm is crossing in front. And then you're gonna take, this is going to go 7, 8, 1. You're gonna unwrap on 1. That's all that's happening on 1 is the unwrap of the arms. From here, you're gonna take 2 Maya steps, traveling forward, and they're going to be very small. So on 2, you're gonna go left first, right. So you're gonna go 7, 8, 1, 2, 3. Again, very small. Then you're gonna do a rib hit, and I just bring this leg out just a little bit, pop. So you're gonna go left hit with the ribs. It's gonna go left, and then you're gonna bring it back to the right. So it's going 4 and then you're gonna step back with the left, and then you're gonna do a side undulation. So you're gonna tilt the ribs over to the right corner, and then you're going to do a little roll down the right side and hit. And now you've changed your weight onto the left, and your right is free. You're at performance angle. Let's do that again. So you're gonna go Maya 2, 3, 4, and I'm pressing. It's pretty fast, but you can still get a press, and then coming back. So it's going left, right. Then you're gonna step back with the left, and you're gonna start to shift your weight as you then roll down and boom. So I'm gonna do this facing you so you can see what I'm doing. Okay, so starting from the Maya, we're gonna go Maya 2, Maya 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this is gonna take a while to get down. So it's going 4, 5, 6. So you see that I'm starting to lift the ribs here, and then it's an undulation down this side. So the same rules apply when we do undulations this way, but we're not moving. So it's our scoop, slide, lift, drop. Let's just do those in place on both sides. So you're gonna go, let's say we're facing this way. You're gonna go scoop, slide, lift, drop. Scoop, slide, lift, drop. So I have that weight change, just as if we're doing them side to side like so. I hope I hope my explanation, you guys are getting it with the weight shift, but I believe in you. Okay, so let's go from the beginning of section 5. Here we go. 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, hit 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, pop, 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 drop, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, unwrap 1, here's 2, here's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And that is a wrap on section